Welcome one and all to the first ever HD relaunch edition of the Razman's Reality. And if you saw the 5 Awesome Stud video, you know that today we are going to be talking about, we, meaning me the host, and you the audience, are going to be talking about my 6 through 10 on the top 10 cartoons from the 80s and 90s, because it was just too hard to narrow it down to 5 for the 5 Awesome Studs challenge. So coming in at number 10 is a cartoon that aired on Nickelodeon that I was a bit old for, but the reason I put it on my list is because I have great memories watching it as a kid with my little sister and watching her grow up on it, and that's Rugrats. Rugrats was a great little show back in its day. Tommy and Angelica and Phil and Lil and all of them got into some big messes. So I really enjoyed watching Rugrats with my sister. Coming in at number 9 would be another Nickelodeon show by the name of Doug. Doug was always one of my favorite shows. I think it was because I was a teenager at the time that Doug was out, and as stupid and as silly as Doug was, I could actually really relate to a lot of the things that the character was going through. So I really enjoyed watching it for that reason. Doug in at number 9. Number 8 is a cartoon that a lot of people liked and a lot of people didn't like because they thought it was kind of stupid compared to its movie predecessor. And of course I'm talking about Back to the Future, the animated series. Frankie Slauson, I know, mentioned this one as well. Michael J. Fox wasn't in it, but Christopher Lloyd was. And I thought for what the animated version of Back to the Future was, I thought it was really cool. It was a mix of all 3 movies, characters from all 3 movies in the animated series. It was really, really fun to watch. So, Back to the Future, the animated series, comes in at number 8. Number 7 is a cartoon that I didn't really watch a lot when I was a kid when it first aired. But I really have gotten into it later in life watching reruns of it. And I think it's an absolutely tremendous show. And of course I'm talking about Transformers, Robots in Disguise. Transformers is a great show. I've seen the 1985 movie, and while I enjoy the Shia LaBeouf movie directed by Michael Bay for what it is, I do believe that the 1985 movie, as others have said, is the definitive version of the Transformers in movie form. Great stuff is Transformers, the animated series. And coming in now to end this little mini list at number 6 is a cartoon that I just love. I loved it all my life. I love watching the specials on TV. The Christmas special is a Christmas tradition for me every year. Went and picked it up on DVD a couple of years ago just because they stopped showing it on TV. And of course I'm talking about Lorenzo Music as Garfield in Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends was a tremendous show back in the day. I don't really like Bill Murray's adaptation in movies. They're okay, but Garfield and Friends was just a far better cartoon, and Lorenzo Music a far better Garfield. So I hope you enjoyed that 6 through 10 Let me know what you think, and always remember that this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.